like to bring the Monday, August 17th, 2026 Township of Hamilton Committee meeting to order. Please stand for the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law by posting a notice of this meeting on the bulletin board in the municipal building and by transmitting notice of this meeting to the Press of Atlantic City, the Star Ledger, and the Atlantic County Record on January 6, 2026. Mr. Aiken?
Here.
Mr. Cheek? Ms. Thompson?
Here.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Here.
Mayor Patali?
Here. Have a moment of silence for private reflection. Kind of going to go out of order here a little bit. We're going to go down to boy, if I can find it.
7C.
There we go, 7C, resolution dedicating the football field at Leapy Recreational Complex to Robert Bobby Laws. Do I hear a motion to go ahead and move that?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. So I'm going to hand this off to Dr. Witherspoon. The sign's blocking your way?
You can take pictures afterwards.
Bobby, we appreciate you too, man. You deserve it.
I'm very honored to be able to do this evening. Somebody I've known for a long time. Whereas the Township Committee of the Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey, recognizes the importance of honoring individuals whose service, leadership, dedication, and commitment have made a lasting and positive impact upon the residents and youth of the Township of Hamilton. And whereas Robert Laws is a husband, a father, a mentor, a public servant, and a transformational community leader whose life's work has been dedicated to creating opportunities for young people and strengthening the communities he serves. A proud native of the region and a product of strong family values, Laws built his reputation through a career rooted in leadership, service, and mentorship. His commitment to community earned him the historic distinction of becoming the first Black deputy mayor of Hamilton Township, New Jersey, where he helped guide policy, advocate for families, and champion initiatives designed to uplift the next generation. And whereas one of the Law's most lasting legacies in his work with young people as the driving force behind the Hamilton Youth Athletic Association, he created pathways for hundreds of children to participate in football, basketball, and track and field, giving many their first exposure to organized sports, teamwork, and discipline. Under his leadership, HYAA became more than a sports program. It became a safe haven and a launching pad for young men and women to discover their potential. And whereas understanding that opportunity must extend beyond athletics, Laws also founded the STEM Factory summer camp at Atlantic Cape Community College. The program connected local youth with college professors and introduced them to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, opening doors that many students never imagined possible. Through mentorship, job opportunities, and educational guidance, Laws has helped send numerous students to college and into professional careers. Whereas professionally, Laws has enjoyed a distinguished career across several industries. He spent 11 years as an advertising executive with Comcast, developing marketing strategies and building business relationships throughout the region. Prior to that, he spent 17 years at Bally's Park Place Casino Hotel, where he rose to become a casino marketing executive director, overseeing customer engagement and strategic marketing initiatives in one of Atlantic City's premier entertainment destinations. In addition to his corporate leadership, Laws has been a small business owner, operating a local farmers insurance agency where he helped families and businesses protect what matters most. And whereas his passion for mentorship also extended into education and athletics as a track coach and instructor at Atlantic County Institute of Technology, ACIT. Whereas today, Robert Law serves as the business administrator for the city of Pleasantville, New Jersey, where he works daily to improve municipal operations, support economic development, and help build a stronger future for the community. Whereas throughout his journey, Law's dedication to fatherhood and service has been recognized with numerous honors, including Leeds Avenue School Father of the Year, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Real Fathers, Real Men of the Year, and the Barack Obama Fatherhood Buzz Humanitarian Award. I didn't know that. Whereas Robert is the proud father of 4 remarkable sons, Bobby Jr., Corey, Justin, and Miles, and the loving husband of his wife, Lisa, whose support and partnership have been central to his life's mission. Whereas for Robert Laws, leadership is not about position, it is about impact. For decades, he has used his voice, his influence, his heart to build stronger families, empower young people, and leave communities better than he found them. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Hamilton that the football field at Leapy Recreational Complex is hereby dedicated and named in honor of Robert Bobby Laws, and shall hereafter be known as the Robert Bobby Laws Football Field.
Thank you very much. First of all, I can't thank you guys enough. And to our township committee, I worked with a lot of you guys in a lot of different ways, and there is no bigger honor. I lost my father 2 years ago, and he's who I follow, this work after. I mean, he's been a guy at a community his whole life, and I'll never forget, and a military guy, and he served in 3 branches. You probably heard me talk about him when I was serving on committee, and right after his funeral, a short time after his funeral, they dedicated the VFW, not the VFW, but the Veterans Hospital after his name. They, changed the name of the Veterans Hospital in Queens to Dudley Laws. And I thought to myself, wow, what an honor. Like, what a tremendous honor to have that type of acknowledgement. And but I also said, why does it only happen when people pass? Like, why do we have to lose people to acknowledge them? So this is really big to be able to witness, this momentous occasion. And I can't thank you guys enough. You guys have been outstanding. I also like to thank some special people. Um, Bob Watkins and all the work he put in to getting the football field to where it is today. That was a big job, right, guys? You guys, everybody pitched in, and you guys got it done. Martina and I, like, neck and neck, did everything we could to melt two organizations together, the HYAA and the Mays Landing Athletic Association. Both great programs, and Mays Landing. I had the honor of honoring Martina on my last day of service on City Council. To Dave, Wendy, and Estelle, you three who did not find it robbery to offer me the opportunity to head up the Hamilton Youth Athletic Association. I'll never forget, the day that you guys chose me and said, hey, don't mess it up. So hopefully you're proud. It means a lot to me that you guys are even here. There's other, members of the audience that I am extremely grateful for. But as it pertains to the work we've been able to do in the summer camp, I cannot thank Jenny Ayers more than anything, because she was the sole reason why the STEM factory actually happened, and at ACNC at her tenure there. So I'd like to just say to everybody, to Brett Knoll, who my first meeting with him was him being out at the football field straightening out the goalpost for me, him and Roger Silva. I came in and I gave a speech about how tough it was to manage what we were trying to do on Knights Field, where it was a lot of rocks and glass, and we had no goalposts, we had no scoreboard. The league was about to throw us out of the league because we didn't have the basic things that you needed to play games. And, you saw fit to jump in there, and he was out there with a hammer and some wrenches, and they were doing all kinds of stuff that day. That was amazing. And we actually ended up making a football field out of it. Wendy and Dave will remember first day of practice out there was still some poison ivy out there lingering, and you remember the players catching poison ivy and going home to their parents just itching away. It was a labor of love to develop this program to where it is today, and to develop that field, which is definitely the work of all you guys and the people that I've already mentioned. So I'd like to just say thank you. I am honored. There's no greater show of love than, making a person's legacy a real thing while they're living. So thank you very much.
So we can take pictures, and your wife is out there, so if she want to come up, she can take a picture too, and township committee members.
All of us? You want me to come down?
Can we make comments?
That's,
I'm coming to the next Pleasantville meeting.
yes. Yeah. You saved the day.
Beautiful son.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't say that, right? What's your name?
Fix the bleachers for us and everything. I've seen that.
All right, so I guess we have to make this resolution official, the resolution dedicating the field, the football field at the Leapy Recreational Complex to Robert Bobby Laws. I hear a motion.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Ayes have it. Anybody want to?
Can I make a quick comment?
Just real quick.
So I met Coach Bobby in 2012 when he started the Mays Landing Express track club. I signed up my daughter, and that was probably the best thing I did because that made her flourish so much in track and helped her in her career with field hockey. And then 2 years later, I think it was 14, I signed up my son. And I can just remember starting out, that track team was amazing. And it had so many kids, and the name got around when we would go to track meets, Mays Landing Express, because we had some awesome 4x. And I can remember the 4x1 primary, I think girls, these girls were so outstanding, they would actually beat boys, their same age group. And and everybody would want to watch the 4x100 primary girls. And it was absolutely awesome to watch those girls. And the baton handoffs were phenomenal compared to even to the older girls and older boys. So I just want to say thank you, Bobby, because I believe that was the start of my kids, especially my son, who went on to do track and cross country for Oakcrest and a little bit of stint in college. But it was a great start off, and you, and God rest his soul, John Whaley, you started that off, and that was phenomenal. And I give you kudos. You are youth sports in this town. I mean, we've had, a lot of great things with sports happen. And I think, MLAA and you working in conjunction is hands down perfect for this town. And I congratulate you to no end on your, field being named after you.
All right. Can I just say one thing?
Sure.
I just want to say that 3 of my grandchildren went through that program, and playing football, track and field. And it started with my grandson doing the discus and the shot put, and he has won championships. And when he went to St. Augustine Prep, there is nobody that has beat his record yet. It's still up. And when he went to Wagner, he was #1 in the state, and it started with the Hamilton Knights. So I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. All of them are doing good, and I had 3 of them to go through your program. So I think you really deserve this honor.
I just want to say that I'm so proud of Coach Bobby Laws and all that he's accomplished throughout Hamilton Township. I've known Coach, I knew him, not as Coach Bobby Laws, but I knew him through other avenues in the casino industry as a professional. Throughout his whole entire life, he's always been a stand-up man and a pillar of the community. And I'm so happy to be a part of this that you're receiving, and many, many years. And like you said, it's good to get your flowers while you're living, and so you're still looking young and good and healthy. So can't wait to see what other things you can do in the future for Hamilton Township, and God bless you and your wife and your family.
And Bobby, everybody I talked to when this was brought up, they all agreed, well deserved, you deserve this. Whether they were MLAA people, HYAA, it didn't matter. What you've done with your HYAA organization is just phenomenal, and you continue to do it. And we really appreciate you and what you do for our youth in the Township of Hamilton. So well deserved, thank you, and keep doing what you're doing. Don't make this your swan song. We expect you to hang around. All right. Maybe we'll put another sign up somewhere else. No, can't have 2 signs. But thanks again, Bobby. You deserve it.
And there will be a ceremony once the sign is completed, and we will all go out there and do a unveiling of the sign once the sign is completed. So again,
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
All right, is that it? Are we done?
You're done.
Good. All right. Well, close meeting? No? Okay. Guest presentations. Sorry to the Hamilton Sustainability team making you guys hang out a little bit longer, but I think it was well deserved. You guys understand. So you're going to give a 2025 recap and the plan goals into 2027.
Yeah, what a tough act to follow. Congratulations to us. I think this is my Good evening, everybody. My name is Ryan Greck. I'm the chair of the Hamilton Sustainability Team, and I'm going to talk for just a few minutes about to present our 2025 annual report. We try to do this every year just to update the committee on our work and our impact, and also to invite you all, as well as all of the members of the public, to come join us. Everyone is welcome to join our team meetings or any of the events that we put on. So just as a quick intro, the Hamilton Township has had a green team since 2015. We currently have 11 volunteer members appointed by the Township Committee every year. Luann McCardle is our municipal employee liaison, and Councilman Aiken is our committee representative and has been out literally in the trenches with us this year, cleaning up the roads with the heat and the ticks and everything else. So thank you so much for your support. And our goals at the sustainability team are to promote programs, initiatives, and policies in Hamilton Township to make our community more environmentally, culturally, and economically sustainable. And I want to start off by mentioning that in 2025, Hamilton Township was bronze certified by Sustainable Jersey, which is a statewide nonprofit organization that supports green teams like ours, and provides guidance on different actions that municipalities can take to make steps towards sustainability. And in addition to the actions and the work involved, there's a very extensive application process too. So that bronze certification is something we're really proud of. So let's see if I can get this going. Here we go. So I'm just going to briefly touch on basically 3 categories of our work tonight. The first being waste reduction, litter prevention, and recycling, and I'll kind of go into some of these programs in a little bit more detail in just a moment. Community engagement and education, and again, I'll go into a little bit more detail in a few slides on some of these. and then policies and initiatives. And I specifically wanted to highlight 3 that we worked on in 2025 that we were proud of. The first being a native plants webinar program that we did, which we did in partnership with our local watershed ambassador. For those unfamiliar, the state DEP has an ambassador program to place a young AmeriCorps volunteer at each of the state's major watersheds to do outreach and education. And so we've been partnering with our ambassador for a number of years. Last year, we had a young woman, Morgan Crouch, who worked with us to develop an educational webinar about the benefits of using native plants for habitat creation, for stormwater management. And we had more than 50 community members participate, but the first 50 that did participate were given 8 native plants for free for their own yards. And in talking to the participants since then, we know that a number of the native plants are doing very well. So we think this program was a win-win for the community as well as our local wildlife. Another program that we do annually is the Train Trestle Memorial event, which was actually just last week for this year. We did that in 25 as well. It's an annual memorial event to honor the victims of the train tragedy from 1880. And it's a lovely event. So we'll be doing it again next year, so if you missed it this year. And then I also wanted to highlight, we have a subcommittee on the team, our creative team, which is very active, and they do a number of initiatives. But one thing that we worked on in 2025, and we continued into 2026, we're still working on updating our creative asset inventory. So this is a list of resources, artists, venues, cultural events in our township that is a really great tool to anybody who wants to use it. So we're still working on getting that updated. So to touch on some of our waste reduction programs, the first QR code up here takes you to a resource that we put together, Skip the Dump. So basically it promotes diverting 11 different categories of materials from the landfill. So these are basically resources, tips, ways to keep different products from just being buried in the landfill. So that's a great thing to check out. And then the second QR code is Recycle Coach, which is a mobile app. It's a great tool where you can set it to send you reminders for your recycling day, your trash collection day, yard waste day, has some calendars on there. So another really great resource that's available to anyone. Another program I wanted to highlight was our medicine drop-off and disposal program, which we do in conjunction and partnership with the police department and the DEA. The drop box is here in the lobby. It's available to residents 24/7. And we were able in 2025 to keep 176 pounds of medications out of the, a lot of them were previously getting flushed. So out of our water supply and being disposed of properly. And fun fact, 176 pounds is more than the weight of an average Pacific giant octopus. We also have paper shredding programs that we do twice a year. This is an opportunity for township residents to safely shred and dispose of their personal documents. We always have one at our annual Green Fair, which I'll talk about in a little bit, as well as we have another one in the fall. In 2025, more than 6,000 pounds of paper was shredded in Hamilton Township, more than the average weight of a giraffe or a rhinoceros. All right, there we go. Okay, so to touch on our roadside cleanups, these are some of the programs we're most well known for. The sustainability team has adopted 2 roads in the township. We have Cologne Avenue along with the Bulkhead and Volunteer Way off of Black Horse Pike. So between those 2 roads in 2025, we picked up 47 bags of trash, 24 bags of recycling, and lots of other odd materials. We always find car parts, all kinds of other stuff. So, so thanks to everyone who's been out there to help us with those cleanups. Oh, here we go. We also have other community cleanups that we work on. So again, with our watershed ambassador in 2025, we coordinated a cleanup out at Knight Avenue by the Harding Lake ball fields. And we had 13 volunteers come out and help us pick up 20 bags of trash, 10 bags of recycling, and all kinds of other goodies, including carpet that you can see there, to help clean up that area as well. Okay. And then we also have programs where we have worked to find pathways to recycle materials that are not collected curbside. So waste oil, electronics, all kinds of things are collected at our monthly, the monthly events that Public Works hosts. And you can see the numbers up there. We've collected so many materials and kept all of that out of the landfill. I'll touch on our plastic wrap program that we've been doing for a number of years now. Here we go. Through a partnership with Trex, which is the composite building material company. Basically, we have these plastic film collection boxes around town. We've got one at the library, Public Works. There's one at the Presbyterian Church, as well as the Acme. And we collect that plastic, send it back to Trex. They're able to recycle the plastic and make the composite building materials. And if we hit certain milestones, which we got more than 1,000 pounds recycled in 2025, we get goodies, such as the bench in this picture. We have quite a collection of benches now, including one right outside this building, that are around town, all made from recycled materials. All right, so on to engagement and education. We have our webpage on the Township website. We have Facebook and Instagram pages that you can find and follow us there, as well as a monthly newsletter that goes out. And we have more than 500 subscribers to our monthly newsletter. If you're interested, we don't spam you. It's just a once a month email. There's a sign up form on our Facebook page, or you could email us at hamiltonsustainabilityteam@gmail.com. And the newsletters just contain our events, our community programs that we have running, as well as sustainability tips. Okay, and then I'll just end on our signature event. We always attend the township fairs and events that are happening around National Night Out and Art in the Park and the Hometown Celebration, Dickens of the Holiday. But we coordinate one in May of every year in partnership with Oakcrest High School. And we have dozens of local vendors come out, and there's live music, and there's educational opportunities and demonstrations. There's always an opportunity to buy native plants. So that's one of our programs that we're most proud of. We've been doing it for more than 10 years now. And please hold the date for May 8th, 2027, and that will be our next Oak Fest. And that is it for me. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Good presentation.
So Brett, how much do one of those benches cost if we had to buy it?
Probably close to 2,000.
And how many of those benches did you get us?
7 or 8 at this point.
It's quite a few $1,000s they save us and makes our town that much classier. So thank you.
Paul, can I say one thing?
One
thing.
I just wanted to say also that the New Jersey Clean Communities, your treasurer, Suzanne Marks, won the honorable title of the Clean Communities Public Lands Cleanup Volunteer in 2025. And I thought that was huge because it was nationwide.
She did.
Good job.
Moving on, agenda late list, additions, guest presentation, Ian Levine, principal of William Davies Middle School, Halloween event.
You have to move it?
Yeah, we have to move it.
So moved.
Second.
Motion a second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. So we will move on to Mr. Levine.
Sorry, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I just wanted to come out and say thank you so much for everything you guys do as a member of the community, as a coach, as a father, as part of our community, as an employee. I can't tell you how much I love this place, everything about it. And hearing the last two positive presentations was awesome. With that being said, I just want to talk really quickly about this incredible event we have going on at Davies, run by our PTA, which I am a very proud member of. where we are going to host a haunted school. We did it last year with a lot of success, and we're looking to grow that success. I wanted to formally invite the community in to help participate. I've launched several FYIs and invites to the community through our Parent Square and our social media. We have a meeting tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at William Davies Middle School, where we're just giving the baseline information for those who are willing to participate. And then from there, we are going to send out to the community via the social media and a lot of our links that we have. If you are willing to sign up, you sign up, you'll get in touch with me, and we will find a job for you to participate in what will be, hands down, an amazing addition to our rich Halloween tradition here in this town. Thank you guys so much for your time.
When is that going to be this year?
It's
Do you have a
October
date?
10th.
October 10th?
October 10th is the Hamilton Hallways of Horror.
And it's just one night, right?
We're looking to do a nighttime big event, and the next day for the little guys if they want to do like a daytime tour, because it does get pretty intense. A lot of our scare actors and scenes are really, really good.
And this is all at Oakcrest High School?
This is at William Davies Middle School.
Oh, William Davies. Okay.
Yes.
What time?
So the event on the 10th starts at 6:30 and we'll go till midnight.
Very good.
It's called Haunted Square. Is that the name of it going to be called?
Nope. It's Hamilton Hallways of Horror.
Hamilton Hallways of Horror.
Correct.
Triple H.
Triple H is right. That's exactly that's what I haven't been in mind. It is a wrestler.
Is it free? It's free? No cost?
No, it will be a cost. Yes.
Okay,
We're going to
so-
post all that. soon.
Okay.
It goes all goes back to
right?
I get
PTA.
it.
All PTA funds go back to supporting our students.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
No, thank you
Awesome.
guys.
Very good. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated. Early public comment.
No one signed up, Mayor.
Nobody signed up. Discussions, formal action may be taken. We have none. Public hearing, adoption of ordinances. So we have 4A, ordinance 2145-2026, an ordinance amending Article 3 of Chapter 301 titled Exclusion of Trucks on Certain Streets of the Code of the Township of Hamilton. This is a public hearing. Anybody from the public wish to speak?
What kind of trucks? Box trucks, 18-wheelers, or what?
Mr. Solicitor.
Thank you, Mayor. It's based on the weight limit.
Yep.
The aggregate weight limit. There are certain exclusions that will be statutory that are going to be included within the code that are not subject to that weight limit,
So it could be a box truck too, huh?
based on the weight limit, correct, yes.
And those streets, can you name the streets that that's going to affect?
Yes, Dr. Witherspoon. So the ordinance lists 3 streets, but one of those streets is already currently restricted within the code. It's Kamek Street. The reason that's included within the ordinance is because we're using that specific section. But the additions for the 2 are Paddock Street from Cologne Avenue to Leipzig Avenue and Lombard Street from Cologne Avenue to Wrangleboro Road.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kyle Prince. I'm a resident of Paddock Street in Mays Landing. I just wanted to say that I appreciate your effort to address some of the concerns that the residents have along Paddock Street and Lombard regarding to commercial truck traffic. I do appreciate you acknowledging our concerns with that, but it does not really address the most impactful issues that most of our residents fear. We have very small streets with children in our neighborhood that go out to play. It's not just the commercial trucks we're concerned about. We're also concerned about trucks coming from employees from when the construction is happening at Amazon. And then once the facility is built, we're also concerned about Amazon employees racing down our streets. So what most of our residents and I have been talking about is possibly making a community agreement among Amazon in which they would be able to enforce their employees. I know that you wouldn't be able to make necessarily an ordinance saying that an employee just leaving their place of work can no longer go down a back road. You can't really enforce that. I get that. But if Amazon plans on being the better neighbor that they plan on being, or at least they say, they should be willing to address our concerns with their employees coming down our street, because you can't really say it's going to be fine because we have 25-mile-an-hour roads when we know very well plenty of people go race down our streets at 65, 75 miles an hour, even though it's really short distance. I was wondering if you'd be open to trying to adjust the community partnership agreement with Amazon or do anything outside of that to make an agreement with them to force or try to restrict their employees from driving down a road. And that would be with Amazon and with the construction companies that are going to that facility to build it. Would that be something that you'd be willing to address or talk to Amazon about? Or
We can talk to Amazon about that, absolutely. But as you well know, we can't make a law saying that their employees are not allowed to drive down Paddock or Lombard, but
yes,
we can talk with Amazon and ask them to maybe suggest certain routes for their employees at certain times, maybe. Whatever is within the law, obviously, Mr. Solicitor.
Yes, Mayor, we can look into that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What would be some of the first steps that we would take to get to that agreement? Would it be something that the community would have to participate in some type of vote on the types of restrictions that we would have, whether it be a physical barrier or whether it be something that would be enforced by the employer?
I think it would only be something
that they would be willing to give an employee a write-up for maybe not necessarily being present on the street, but if there was to be some type of violation like litter, speeding, erratic driving, something of that sort where they would get caught, would that be something that they'd be able to enforce with a write-up?
Mr. Solicitor, I don't think so, but I'm going to pass this off to my
Mayor,
solicitor.
I would agree. Most of what I believe that you're discussing would be on the corporate side of things. Obviously, the township would be able to enforce any sort of violation, whether it be a speeding violation or anything of our codes or state laws. But anything based on the employment side of things would be most likely enforced by Amazon, but it's something that we can discuss internally, especially with the redevelopment committee.
Okay.
And is there any chance that if there was to not be any type of agreement that we would be able to come to, would we be able to make some type of resistant barrier so that it's not a direct, there's not a direct path from the extended portion of Paddock Street, that's the current paper road? Would there be able to be some type of barrier that would make it a little bit more difficult to just simply cross Lombard and then fly down Paddock?
That I don't know.
So the only thing I think the township could do is make Paddock Street, to address what Mr. Prince just said, is make the road one way. So only make it one way from Cologne Avenue to Leipzig. So that way cars couldn't reverse or go the other way. Right?
Yeah, because if they want to come to Amazon, they want to come from Cologne through.
Well, I think he's worried about vehicles leaving Amazon and going down Paddock.
Yes.
So if you made Paddock a one-way. Yeah.
I don't think you'd
I don't
really
know.
be able to make that small of a street a one-way. I appreciate the
I don't
the
think we could
suggestion.
I don't think the township could
Would there be any
physically block
possible
the
way
road.
that we'd be able to get them to change their blueprints of their driveway exiting that portion of Paddock, the paper road, and have it, instead of going straight up to and making it a four-way, having an off-ramp and an on-ramp going into the facility where you'd have a physical barrier going directly across that intersection. So it would look like a Y from overhead.
In this ordinance, there has to be room for emergency vehicles, school buses, public utility vehicles, municipal, county, state government vehicles. So if there was a barrier for the solid waste and recycling and agricultural equipment, if the barrier was up, would it affect that?
It would need to be accessible for those
Would be accessible to those. I just wanted to make sure that if it was a barrier, because we're talking about Amazon, but we also must keep in mind for the community in the event that there's an emergency, like EMT, ambulance, or police, or something like that. We don't want barriers where they cannot get involved. So I can't wait to find out what you're going to do to talk on the corporate side with the employees. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have any blockage for things like that.
Dr. Witherspoon, I agree. I think it's something we need to discuss a little further internally and probably brainstorm as well.
Thank you.
I personally wouldn't suggest making a barrier that would necessarily restrict the EMS. I think of a lot of different scenarios where you would have resistance to emergency responders. I understand that. I get that. That's not really what I'm suggesting.
I know.
What I'm suggesting is having it, having the entrance and exit designed like an on and off ramp, going to and coming from Lombard, so that the road, if you were to be looking at it from a bird's eye view, you would see it as a Y, where there would be some type of landscape barrier where it would block, which also would help with noise dampening and visual aesthetics, where you wouldn't be able to just drive straight across. And as you're turning out of the facility, you'd be going north on Lombard or turning out. There's different ways of doing it without affecting EMS, first responders, but also possibly addressing the concerns of those residents.
I agree. I understood you. I just wanted to make sure I said that point. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Is there a motion to close?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion to second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. So, what's your pleasure?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Have a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
4B, public hearing ordinance 2146-2026, an ordinance amending Chapter 60 titled Officers and Employees of the Code of the Township of Hamilton to create the position of Director of Construction. This is a public hearing. Anybody from the public wish to speak?
Motion to close.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to close. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. What's your pleasure?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Questions, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
4C, ordinance 2147-2026, an ordinance amending Exhibit A to Article 2 of Chapter 66 of the Code of the Township of Hamilton and the Township of Hamilton's Chart of Organization to provide for the creation of certain positions and maximum salaries. And that is Director of Construction and Lead Abatement Officer, Municipal Service and Utility Lien Collector.
Carl, will this add to our employment list?
No.
Because
It will
we're
not.
only supposed to have 124, is it?
It does not, no,
According to the master plan?
correct.
Adds additional duties to existing employees, Jen.
Pardon?
It's additional employees, it's additional duties for existing employees.
Okay.
Anyone else from the public?
Motion to close?
I have a motion.
Second.
I have a motion, a second, to close public. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Ayes have it. What's your pleasure? Motion. I have a motion.
Second.
I have a second. Questions or comments?
Just a question. I do appreciate the fact that we are rewarding people for the dual roles that they're doing, but at some point, maybe not now, will we be able to add staff to help out? Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I'm speaking from a position when I was an employee in municipal government, and it seemed as though every time that they downsized, the load got heavier and heavier for a few people. So my question is, I think they're well deserving of what they're doing because they've been working hard and doing it for a long time. But you don't want to work people to death. Will there be in the future, hopefully near future, some additional employees?
So when we do these dual positions, we always speak to the employees that are going to take them on and make sure that they can handle it. We talk about backfilling positions before we go down this road. But if it's a situation where one person can pick up a little bit more in the office, and not hire somebody for 40 hours a week, I'd like to go that route because we're in a situation now where we need to try to save as much money as we can. And right now it's just healthcare and staffing. It's the only place that we can really save. And with healthcare, we're very limited because of our experience with healthcare and how much the employees use the healthcare. So when we can cut back on employees, we try to, but again, we always go to the office, to the department head beforehand and make sure that that's the correct move. I don't make those decisions from my office. They're made from the department head's positions, and based on those recommendations is how we move forward.
I'm sure that you did your due diligence in doing that, but again, I'm speaking from experience. And we just seen this happen on the county level, where an employee done an outstanding job for 52 years. And when that employee left, they had to divide that job up by 4 or 5 people, and no one else could do it. Like that, a person could do it. So in the event somebody gets sick, a sudden death, untimely, I'm looking for them to live a long time. We have to plan, and I'm not saying you're not. I just was concerned that we look down in the future. It's good that we're rewarding them for all the hard work that they're doing, but at the same time, we need to plan to have additional, whether they're part-time or whatever, some help in those offices. That's just my opinion, and I've been talking about this for a long time. When we've been saving money, we've been cutting back, not rehiring anybody, but there's only but so much an employee can do. All right, but I'm happy for them. I'm not against it. I'm for it. I'm just talking about for the future.
Understood.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patel?
Yes.
All yes.
Introduction of ordinances. Public hearing to be held September 8th, 2026. Is 5A 2148-2026. Introduction of ordinance, an ordinance amending Chapter 137 of the Code of Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey, entitled Canvassers, Peddlers, and Solicitors to require applicants to pay the costs associated with required criminal history background checks. Mr. Solicitor, you want to give us a little background on this?
Sure, thank you, Mayor. The purposes of ordinance is essentially exactly what the title contains. The ordinance that was passed not long ago regarding these applications required or allowed for background checks of applicants. The purpose of this ordinance is to pass along the cost for the background checks to the applicants. The township, is our position, the township should not have to burden those costs to the taxpayers. It should be the position of the applicants to pay those. So both this ordinance as well as the next ordinance before the township is to do just that, to pass along the cost to the applicants.
Very much. What's your pleasure?
So moved.
Motion and a second. Questions, comments?
I just want to state that this excludes political and religious organizations.
Under the canvassing, there are specific exclusions for people who do not need specific permits, and that would include those. That's correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Anybody else? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
5B, introduction ordinance amending Chapter 177 of the Code of Township of Hamilton, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey, entitled Games of Chance, to require applicants to pay the costs associated with criminal history background checks.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
6A, award of bids, contracts, change orders, resolution approving 2026 use of facilities agreement between the Township of Hamilton and Mays Landing Athletic Association and authorizing the mayor to sign the same.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
6B, resolution approving 2026 use of facilities agreement between the Township of Hamilton and Hamilton Youth Athletic Association and authorizing mayor to sign same.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
6C, resolution approving 2026 use of facilities agreement between the Township of Hamilton and Hamilton Elite Football Club and authorizing mayor to sign the same.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
6D, authorization for the purchase and installation of ADA playground equipment for the Cove using CBDG funds through state contract 24 FOOD 118207.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
Consent agenda.
I'll move 7A, B, D.
A, B, and D. C was already done.
Second. So
See, what
moved.
is he saying? He's pulling them?
No, I'll move.
Second.
Moving
I have
A,
a
B, and D.
I have a question for D.
We already approved D.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, C. I'm sorry. You have a question for D. My bad.
Okay.
So you want to pull that? So it'd just be A and B? I have a motion for A and B.
Yep, motion for A and B.
Motion a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Ayes have it. So we're on to D. This is a resolution denying release of 2-year maintenance guarantee for Leapy Field concession stand and restroom building.
I can ask my question. So, how you doing? So I wanted to know, what are the issues that are on the punch list that have to be fixed?
So we did an inspection last week, walked around the outside. We saw the countertop on the, I guess if you're looking at the front of the building, on the right side, it's coming apart a little bit. The metal cover is coming off of the wood. So we would like to have the contractor come back and reestablish that and fix it. And then Public Works has informed me that the one heater in the women's bathroom is not functioning. So we're going to have them come back out, have their technician look at it and fix whatever it is since it's under warranty. So that's all that I could see out there, unless there's something else that Public Works has seen, but that was the only one that they brought to my attention. So
That building
Bless you.
costs that building costs too much money to be falling
Correct.
apart this soon.
yeah, and it's minor with the countertop, but I noticed it, so I was like, might as well have them fix it. I noticed there was a couple bollards put in the back there, I guess stopping the doors from flying open. So there's no damage to the doors. I saw that, so I didn't put that on the list.
Okay. All right.
That was
Thank
it?
you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I already spoke or contacted the contractor, and I'll be making a phone call tomorrow, and we're going to meet out there.
So they are aware of
Yes, they
the
are.
punch list?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Got it.
We have a motion?
So move.
Second. Motion is second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Ayes have it. Personnel. 8A, increased salary for Travis Martins. Role of Deputy Tax Assessor, increased salary to $75,000 due to successful introductory evaluation.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion, a second. Any questions, comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
8B, resolution to appoint Renee DeSalvo, Municipal Service and Utility Lien Collector at $3,500 annually, effective August 17th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes.
All yes.
Resolution to appoint Christopher DeBias, Lead Abatement Officer, at an annual salary of $4,500, effective August 17th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion, a second. Questions or comments? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes. Approvals, minutes, regular meeting minutes of August 3rd, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion, a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Ayes have it. Bills, bill list total $2,010,380.28.
So move.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Aiken?
Yes.
Ms. Thompson?
Yes.
Dr. Witherspoon?
Yes.
Mayor Patali?
Yes. Reports. Mr. Administrator.
Nothing to add to my written report, Mayor.
All right. Mr. Solicitor.
Nothing this time, Mayor. Thank you.
Mr. Engineer, you got a lot of stuff for us. I know it.
Just two things, only two quick. One is Babcock Road will be starting construction tomorrow. So the road will be closed from Summer Swim Maze Landing Road to Atlantic Avenue. Local traffic can get in, but they're going to be milling the asphalt tomorrow and then paving on Wednesday. If weather is good, striping will occur this week, but if not, it'll be next week. So just in time for school. That's what we wanted. And then Dennis Foreman Drive is completed. There's still one or two little punch list items left. The water is not sitting in the corner that it used to, I can tell you that, but there is a little bit of water sitting on the other side now. And we're working on getting that corrected. And then everything else looked great out there. The sidewalk looks good. Haven't heard any complaints as of yet. So, and then the road program, phase 1 will be starting right after Babcock is finished. So they're going to stay in town and hopefully continue with phase 2 as well.
I just have one concern, not for that.
Okay.
On New York Avenue, I did see utility companies there this week fixing poles or whatever they were doing. but there is still a tree that is leaning
Yeah, it's down on West Jersey Avenue.
West
right
Jersey.
there.
I keep forgetting that West Jersey comes up.
Yeah,
It is
they
still
know.
leaning on the pole. I mean, on the
On the
wires.
wires, yeah.
It's still leaning on the wires. Thank God, although we've had some very bad storms,
Mhm.
it has not come down.
So we put Verizon on notice. They haven't responded. We can call them again. I did have Public Works call and file a complaint.
Right, because I believe I brought this up a while ago.
I think you brought it up 3 weeks ago
Right,
when I was here before.
right, and it's still there.
Okay.
Right, leaning on the West Jersey side.
We may
On
have
the
a
side
contact.
where me and committee woman Tracy traveled.
Yeah, you go right. Yeah.
We discussed this, the
Yeah.
neglect of our road.
I might have a contact as well.
So, you know,
And we'll reach out to them because
we don't want no wires falling and fire
That's
and
it.
everything else.
I know they have pulled some road opening permits recently, so we'll reach out to those people. And we'll hold road opening permits until they do fix it.
Thank you.
We have to.
Thank you.
We allowed to do that?
Sounds like it.
He said it. We heard
I'm
it.
going to go back at all my old emails and texts to you, and let's figure out all the ones that I've been complaining about for years.
Thanks, Bob.
There's a-
Well, with the new road opening
Thanks,
ordinance,
Thelma.
it holds
You
us.
get things done. I can't make things move.
Sure you do.
That's all.
Bob.
Thank
Bob,
you.
Someone has.
Somebody has a question for you.
That's the tree. Yeah, there's tree clearing services that are going on in the township as well. So you'll see trucks along that roadway. That's what they're doing as well.
Yeah, I saw that,
Yeah.
but that particular one that's been down for months,
Right.
nothing has happened with that.
So we'll reach out to them and see if they can go take it down.
All right, thank you.
I like that mechanism. Except for, I don't know, how often does Verizon do stuff
They
underground?
usually don't. We've never received them, but with the new ordinance now they have to
Okay.
apply for it. That's why.
Very good.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
Committee members, we'll start with Dr. Witherspoon.
Okay, I attended the Atlantic County League of Municipalities. They had a breakfast, the executive board, laying out things that are going to start for the coming up year. And we're having our next meeting on the 18th. I changed pocketbooks, so I don't remember exactly where that is going to be. But the next meeting will be on September the 18th. I do know that. I do remember that. Let me say that part. And that's basically all I have.
Very good. Committeewoman Thompson.
Yes. So on August 4th, I attended National Night Out.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
And so the committeewoman Witherspoon.
I
Dr.
did.
Ellen
That was very
Witherspoon, She was
nice.
there. She got a lot on her mind right now.
I
She
do.
definitely was there. And it was a great success. We really enjoyed all the activities. And the chief got up and spoke, and everything was beautiful. I particularly loved the food trucks, and I ate a lot. I also want to give a shout out to Public Works. They did a great job with their staff. I was personally pleased on how professional everything was there, and the managing of the parking, cleanup. So shout out to Public Works for that. August the 7th was First Friday, where I supported several vendors and shops in our downtown area. We also had a lot more young people. Martina was here. Her son did a bakery. He did an exceptional job. She was out there with her son with their table. So the young people are definitely being involved with our First Fridays, and that was a beautiful success. And our mayor was there also. August the 8th, I attended the 4-H fair and was smitten by all the variety of animals and multiple creative vendors. Definitely was fascinated by the chickens that were out there and the roosters. It was an award for everything, and I just couldn't believe we had so many kinds of chicken. So, good God. So that was very good and a good learning experience. I had a nice time and eating there too and supporting. August 11th, I attended Presbyterian Church and watched a PowerPoint presentation on the annual commemoration on the 1880 train wreck here in Mays Landing, and still every year I learn something more about the history of our town and how many town people came out and helped with the people, which I didn't realize. So every year I'm learning something historical, and I was happy to attend there. And then I attended the memorial at the trestle. We walked down there, and I paid my respects there. Also, I would like to express my deepest sympathies to the family and friends of Kyle Felton Johnson Sr. Kyle, who was a coach here in Mays Landing for the Lakers youth football. He was a great father, son, and friend to many. So much that me and committee woman Dr. Thelma Witherspoon were compelled to present a letter formally acknowledging his contribution to our community. And then I also did attend the funeral and spend some time with some of his friends and family members. So that's my report.
And we did include the government body.
Yes, I did.
On that letter.
Yes, I did, from the Township of Hamilton. So, yeah, that was it was a lot. It was here at Hess School because so much of the community had came out. So it was good to see the support from the community and the love from everybody from Hamilton Township. And they did read the letter. Thank you.
Mimi Naked.
Good. So I echo some of Ms. Thompson's stuff. National Night Out. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I was shocked when I showed up at 5:45 and it was already packed. So I don't know, it started at 6 or 4. I don't know what it was, but it was packed. It was unbelievable. Great night for the community. HDPD, Public Works, PAL, unbelievable. It was a great night. Vendors, food trucks, fireworks. It was a lot. And I was very impressed, again, with the Public Works, with them parking was just spot on, directing, putting people in. It was a great night for everybody. I was much impressed. Thank you very much. The first Friday, Main Street, I attended real quick before I had to scoot out for that weekend. Another great night. A lot more vendors I see are starting to move down towards the Verizon building, so it's growing every month. That's a great thing. Again, those businesses and shops on Main Street are just, it's awesome. There are some concerns that I do want to bring up. While you're there, the traffic doesn't mind the 25 mile per hour. They still kind of zoom through there. I don't know if there's any kind of, I know it's a county road. I don't know if there's any kind of, not barriers, but things we could set out to slow them down somehow. It's just, it can get a little scary if you're there and you see the people trying to cross, and it can be a little scary. But I do enjoy those first Fridays, bringing people to our downtown area. On the 11th, the commemoration of the train tragedy, 1880. Another great thing for our community history, put on by the sustainability team. I knew back in the day growing up, of a train accident. I was young, but, it got into my head. I used to cross that bridge back in the day, either walking or trying to ride my bike, balancing it back in the day. So it's got a lot of memories for me, and it's a great thing that we commemorate every year. The people who lost their lives and that accident that happened back in 1880 in Mays Landing. I also attended on the 5th the Flyers Caravan at the hockey courts, Mays Landing Street Hockey. That was a great event, great turnout. I think with the Flyers, being there and the scoreboard they're going to put up, it puts us a little bit more on the map. And, with the two young men who went through the ball hockey, won the gold medal, it's just an awesome thing for our town. And for us to add a whole nother court out there, it just speaks volumes that the sport is growing. We have a lot of, youth involved in sports all over, not just hockey, and it's a great thing out there. I just wanted to say thank you to Brett I did see that Brett sent a letter to the state, our governor, congressman, our state legislators on the state health plan. I've been watching that, and see the increases that are coming. It's not only going to hurt the towns, it's going to hurt taxpayers, it's going to hurt the people, in works in our town that are working here. So I'm thankful for you putting that letter out. Hopefully get some teeth, something happens, because the increases that they say are coming are extreme. So I appreciate you doing that. The other thing I wanted to say is this Saturday, Mazan Yacht Club's Night of Lights. Even if you don't have a boat or you don't have a house on the river, come out to the bulkhead. I've spent a couple times there out to the bulkhead. The boats come right out in front. It's a great time, hooping and hollering and the sounds and the lights. So I'm just letting you know, on Saturday the 22nd, this Saturday, Night of Lights. Come on out. That's all I have.
That's all you got?
That's it.
Yes. Could I just thank Committeewoman Thompson, because I do have a lot on me, for mentioning that I was at the National Night Out to the very end, and also to the 4-H. I was there also. And I was so proud of the fireworks. I don't think any other National Night Out had fireworks. I think we were the only ones that had fireworks, and the pictures were just phenomenal. And it really highlighted what we're doing out here in Hamilton Township. I'm really proud to be out here in Hamilton Township. And again, thank you, Chief, and to all of your staff that really put that together. That was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll jump right on that. National Night Out was fantastic. I was talking to the chief and texting him through the night. And so great job to Odell and Tana and everybody that had something to do with that. I mean, it went off great. Public Works, Chris, your guys did fantastic. Atlantic County letting us use the park and having that all spruced up for us and everything. It really showcases what we have in town. Those fireworks over the lake, there's nowhere else that has fireworks like that. Nobody. So it's really great to see that we're taking advantage of that. And talking with the chief, it really, having it there really frees up his officers to come and spend time with us, with everybody who lives in town here. They don't have to be out blocking streets where streets closed and stuff like that at Gaskell. That was a really good point that he brought up. And it gets more officers there so that we can meet them, they can interact with everybody. So that's another really good reason to have it out where we have it now. And I believe it may end up being bigger than the Halloween parade as time goes on. So it's really nice. Great job. Fantastic job. I was invited out to the 177th out at the airport with some other members of the county, elected officials, and I went out there and got a tour of the facility, got up close to the F-16s, and that was probably, since I've been elected, that was probably the coolest thing that's ever happened so far. 7 years, finally something really cool I got to do. So, yeah, that was pretty neat to see what they do out there and what they do and what they're responsible for is kind of surprising. And what they do when they are sent out to overseas to go do their time, it's a lot. And those F-16s that are out there, believe it or not, they were made in 1986 and 1987, so they're pretty old, but they're kept in great shape, and they all do a great job out there. It was really, really neat. First Friday that was brought up, every first Friday, there's more people there. So that's just, I can't give the Merchants Association, all the businesses on Main Street that thought of that, brought it up, put it together. They're really doing a great job. And please, if you don't have it, don't have anything to do on the first Friday of each month, head on down there and check it out. They really do a nice job. Coming up, as Eric said, you got Night of Lights, Saturday night. Head on down to Gaskell Park. I know on Facebook it says it's starting at 6. I've been to a couple of meetings. They're trying to get the boats to go by in the daytime so that you can see how they're decorated. Even though it's the night of lights, people decorate them, and then you really can't see everything at night. So I think the plan is to kind of go around 6, and then they're going to head down the river and then come back. They should be back around 8:30. I know every year it seems like you go down there and you sit and you wait and you wait and you wait, and they're not coming. Just be prepared to wait a little bit. You might have to wait a little bit, but it's always a good time. So come down and check that out. September 11th, Friday night, September 11th, the Remembrance. It's the 25th year. I don't want to say anniversary, but it's been 25 years. It's kind of hard to comprehend. But we have a great speaker is going to be there. Somebody I went to high school with, Bob Ross, retired from the Army. He's going to be our keynote speaker. Really looking forward to that. And that will begin 7 p.m. Friday night, War Memorial Park. I would say if it rains, we'll probably move it to here. I believe, is that the plan, Chris? Has anybody said anything? We'll move it inside here. So keep that in mind. And time for me to start talking about the 36th Annual Mary Ann and Daniel J. Murphy Memorial Regatta at Lake Lenape, September 12th and 13th. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. Hydroplanes, Jersey skiffs, flat bottom boats over at Lake Lenape. Go down to the cove, check it out. I know this says the 36th annual, but it's been going a lot longer than that. It just started 36 years ago that they named it after the Murphy family. So keep that in mind. And that's really pretty much it for me.
What time can we go to look at the boats that are being decorated?
Like I said, so 6 o'clock, they're supposed to go around at the basin at Gaskell Park, and you can see them in the daytime.
In the daytime?
Yeah.
That's what I meant. In the daytime, we can go there in the daytime and look at it.
Yes. Yes.
You said the September 11th, War Memorial Park?
At War Memorial
What
Park,
time?
7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And that's it for me. Reagan, I will talk to you later. Maddie, I miss you and I love you, and I hope to see you soon. And with that, we open up to the public. You got time.
Hi, guys. Susan Lazarchik, live in the Weymouth section of Hamilton Township for 30-plus years now. It's crazy. I wanted to thank the Green Team and Ryan for doing her presentation. I just wanted to remind you all about, like Ryan was saying, we got bronze certified, and to do that, you have to get 2 out of 13 priority actions from the Sustainable Jersey list of 160 some actions, and then 150 points. There's a lot of actions that, Sustainable Jersey has task forces to come up with these actions that municipalities are meant to, do best practices. There's a whole lot, and I know I've been up here before, ways that the township could save money. There's actions for energy efficiency. I was also noticing, you're appointing a lead abatement officer. There's stuff here about lead strategies, healthy homes. So, we can help you. If look at the actions. If you haven't looked at these, check them out. Sustainable Jersey has given $8 million in grants since 2009. They are here to support, and these are all best practices for, for the planet, for people, for the community. And the Green Team would be happy if there's things here that you're going to do anyway. It would be great. We get points. There's good things. And Straken, you were talking about traffic calming stuff. And again, I've mentioned before about cross-county connections. There's things in here about pedestrian safety. There's a lot of good things. If you haven't seen this, check it out. We'd be happy to sit down with you and go over it. The other thing I wanted to mention, if you haven't heard, I just posted it the South Jersey Transportation Planning Organization. They're doing their Bikeway West conceptual alignment, and they're asking for feedback. And I know I talked to committee person, Ms. Thompson, about this. There's a link here. I posted it. I just put it on the What's Happening in Mays Landing site because they're asking for feedback, like which way do you want to do it? And we don't always get an opportunity to give our opinion, and it's something, and it's a wonderful thing if we can get this done, but we can get feedback. And I wanted to tell you that the chickens at the 4-H, the fancy chickens were judged by a well-known American Poultry Association, American Bandit Association judge from Delaware, came up and judged.
Wow.
And actually I shadowed him because apparently I am judging the state 4-H fancy poultry, so I have a lot to learn about that. But anyway, so
that was good. You did a good job.
From Delaware to do that.
Yes. I wanted to piggyback on your comment to Brett.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of way that we can put what you were talking about, the survey, on our township website?
The actions for the...
What she was just talking about.
Sure.
Or do you know about it?
I know about it, but I didn't know about that. We've had a couple workshops.
Yeah, there's a survey. I think it's open until the end of September.
So that way we're supporting you, and we're also,
It's just something. I mean, pedestrian.
But it's good. It's
yeah,
here.
And that would be great if we get it done, and it's a chance to let people give their opinion on something that's important. So, anyway, that's it. If you haven't seen this, I have copies, and we'd love to sit down and talk to you. Have you looked at it lately?
I need a copy.
Yeah, I have one. I marked this one up.
Okay.
They're Sustainable Jersey this year. They kind of took a year off, and they're revamping things. But the actions, these are for municipalities, and I think, now, electric's going up. My son, who does energy security, he lives in Europe. He's convinced me that my next vehicle will be an electric. My husband already has a little EV, electric vehicle, and I was like, oh, I can't have two. I have to have a gas. My next vehicle is going to be an electric vehicle because it's, I could save a lot of money, thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in gas. So anyway, lots we can do. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you about the grant information. That was very good.
Anybody else? Going once, going twice.
Motion to close?
Wait a minute, she's coming back.
I'm just giving us a break.
All right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Can you give me one?
Absolutely.
Thank you
You're
so
going to
much.
make her walk back down?
No, I could come down when it's.
I know.
Oh. All right.
She's got tattoos.
Yes, you do. Cool.
She's tatted up.
Thank you so much.
It's online, right?
It is.
Yep.
Hard stuff. Well, it's hard stuff.
We hear you.
Got my notes.
Cheat sheet.
Sorry, thank
It's
you.
all noted up.
Thank you.
It's like buying a used book for college. That's all we got.
I like it.
Yeah. As long as it wasn't somebody like me using it.
Cliff Notes, right? What's that called? Cliff Notes or something?
Anybody else? Do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion to close?
Motion to close. We just did it.
Motion to close public comment.
Motion to close.
Motion to adjourn, sorry.
Motion to adjourn. Yes, thank you. Motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Thank you.